going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Twitch channel. Adrian here. It's been a while, long time no see. Chapter 2 of the War of the Thorns, which is the pre-Battle for Azeroth expansion event, is already out. And, you know, it's a weird time for me to stream. I usually do Tuesdays, 9 PM my time, but I've been working graveyard shift, so I'll stream whenever I can these days. I'm working around that timing. So let's just get into it. I cannot wait to talk about story here, and there's going to be lots of spoilers. So when I do import this over to YouTube in a day's time or whatever, please keep in mind there's going to be lots of story spoilers here leading up into the expansion. If you haven't played any of WoW or you're interested in the story, Chapter 1, I think I've already talked about in a video that I did last week, and you know, it's been spoiled already. So part 2 is really the burning of Teldrassil, and we're going on to the Battle of Lordaeron. So I've got 4 characters at 110, and I'm going to do 2 tonight. I'm going to do my Paladin for the Alliance side, experience the story tonight on stream. And then I'll jump onto my Death Knight, who is on the Horde side. So yeah, I do have a Horde character now, so I can balance between the two when it comes to story and lore-wise. And look, Blizzard released a cinematic that I don't want to watch yet, so I'm just going to go into my Paladin and let's get going. And I do apologize if things... First of all, for the lack of streams. It's been really hard to get the time to stream on a consistent basis, especially this month, but I'm, you know, gonna get back into it because, of course, Battle for Azeroth is coming. It's less than 2 weeks away. I cannot wait. I'm really, really excited. Haven't really been playing anything else. Okay, so I am in... Oh, let me just get my class hall stuff done, and then we'll move on. This guy had... Well, it was more of a crash course really getting my Paladin up, because he is a boosted character unlike my warrior, which is the legit 110, who leveled up from December all the way to February for my review on YouTube. That's the legit leveled character. My Paladin, well, I had to use the free boost, so why not? We got Shad in chat. He says, welcome back. Hey Shad, welcome to the stream. Thank you, man. Thank you. Good to be back. Both on WoW and on Twitch, I suppose. I kind of do miss streaming, really. Work is killing me. So it's nice to finally get back to this. I actually took like 20 minutes before I went live just to remember how to do things. It's been kind of long. So yeah, this is actually my first Warcraft stream since like March. So it's been quite some time I streamed Warcraft anyway, but I've been making lots of videos on YouTube for those of you that follow me there. So I'm kind of nervous about the story here because over the past 2 weeks, you know, most of my WoW playing time has been from the Alliance side, again from a narrative point of view, and I really like the Alliance. I think you can already tell. Look, I ordered like a Alliance mini banner for the expansion when I stream. I like to have something cover the wall at the back here. It ended up being this larger banner, which you should probably see. It's right here. I had nowhere to stick it, so I just stuck it on a poster here for the time being. So you can probably tell which faction I really, you know, care about. But the Death Knight, I made her a Horde character, so I get to play through the Horde campaigns and understand all the war chiefs that have come and gone, from Garrosh to Vol'jin and now Sylvanas. So it's been really interesting, and from what I've been hearing, the cinematic, the Warbringer cinematic that got released tonight by Blizzard is not gonna make a lot of people happy. I'm just gonna finish this on my Alliance character, understand what's going on from Malfurion's point of view and all that stuff, and then we'll go see what Sylvanas has... what Sylvanas is up to, but I'm not looking forward to it. Let's just see. Okay, here we go, Dalaran. I've also blew a lot of gold. This is my latest mount, which has the Transmogrifier on one side, because I know I was willing to spend the money on this mount simply because, you know, when you get to Battle for Azeroth, and it's like 10 new levels, and all the gear that you're going to be picking up, trash gear even from questing in the first few areas, are probably going to be better gear than what I have. And the last thing I want to do is ruin my transmog sets. So I bought this mount. Whenever I pick up trash loot and it's an upgrade, I'm just going to transmog that on the spot. So that's the idea behind that mount. That mount cost me 120,000 gold. I was shocked. And I was looking at, you know, some of the Wowhead stuff, there's going to be an upcoming mount in Battle for Azeroth. It looks like a Brontosaurus, and that is like 5 million gold. I could be wrong on the final number, but they have this mount that's like 5 million, which has an auction house guy on it, which is shit. Who the hell has 5 million? I don't know. I'm a relatively new player, only like 6 months into WoW, so I don't even know what numbers or what kind of gold players are having, but 5 million just seems crazy. Okay, for those that are wondering where is the portal to Darnassus, you can take this one right here. There's usually a ship, but the ship kind of got patched out for a while, and the ship will be replaced by the transport that's going to take us to the Battle for Azeroth expansion. That's where this dock, it's the southernmost dock in the Stormwind Harbor. So let's go, and I am assuming as soon as I get to the Darkshore, I'm going to get a quest from Anduin or whatever, so I'm going to turn up volume here. Bear with me, guys. I'm just going to make sure that the dialogue in the background plays. I'm excited. New story. I like the story. Story's been killing. Blizzard's been killing it with the story lately. I'm really, really having fun with this. Okay, here we go.
For the Horde!
That sound. Could it be... Shondo, the Horde is approaching from the north!
The north? How did they... Oh... They scaled the mountains of Felwood. Of course. The wisps. They're growing disoriented. The wall is failing.
Horde forces are advancing upon Lordanel. Champion, to me!
Okay. That's a nice For the Horde growl. I guess that was Sarfang. Okay, let's read this. Threat from the north. The Horde must have scaled the mountains of Felwood in the north. So in Chapter 1, which came out last week, you probably have played through this already, but for the benefit of players that didn't play it or don't play WoW and wondering what's the fuss all about, why is that tree gonna burn or whatever. Sylvanas, the war chief of the Horde, and she's leading armies to this area where there's a lot of these ore called Azerite, which is going to be it's going to play a pivotal role in the Battle for Azeroth expansion, because this is a powerful ore that's going to affect the gear that we wear as players and all that stuff. So in terms of the lore, it's going to be really beneficial to the faction that is able to, harvest it the most. So she's coming here to regulate. She wants to take Darnassus, this island that we're nearby here. This is where, Malfurion is and everything, and it's very nearby the Darkshore. So she wants to control the flow of Azerite in this region, because Kalimdor, the Horde is naturally here in Kalimdor, and if you zoom out a little bit, and then in the Eastern Kingdoms is where Alliance have a foothold. These are the expansion. This is the expansion areas. So she wants to control the entirety of Kalimdor. Which, if you think about it, I know my lore now because I've spent a lot of time researching and reliving the past. Garrosh wanted to do the same thing, and Garrosh is one of the previous war chiefs that just went cuckoo. We got Hassan in chat. Hello, Hassan. Long time no see, man. How you doing, bro? So, yeah, on week 1, they tried to get into Darnassus through the south area of the Darkshore, which is this area, but Malfurion put up a wall of wisps to block her, so they couldn't get any further. But this week, apparently now, they have found a way to get past that wall of wisps. So we must weather this attack, find Malfurion Stormrage in Lordanel. Let's go. Let's do this. Right. Probably gonna have to take a boat across, or a flight master or whatever. Yeah. Flight Master's back this way. Oh boy. Okay, turning down volume now. Just a little bit, because I'm pretty wary that there's probably going to be more cutscenes and stuff. Let's go, Darkshore. Okay, let's bring back the chat. Hassan says, I am fine, busy with work. I know, man. I know how you feel. I've been busy with work too. I haven't been able to stream in the past 3 weeks maybe. And I've been playing odd times. I woke up about an hour and a half ago because I've been working. I usually work in about 3 hours, and then I'll sleep during the day and whatever. So my times are messed up, which is kind of why there's no streams whatsoever. But the timing is really, really good to get back into it, because Battle for Azeroth, man. I'm excited. Are you playing WoW? Any of you guys watching actively playing WoW at this moment? It's taken me a long time to come back to World of Warcraft since my review, because of all the MMOs that I had to jump to, and but the past 2 weeks that I've had just playing WoW casually, catching up with the story, getting my characters geared. I have 4 level 110s now. which is gonna offer me some class diversity, some story as well from the Horde side, which I'm looking forward to. So yeah, good times, man. Good times. Okay. Oh, well, I see some orcs here already. This wasn't. Okay, hang on. Here's Malfurion, and that's Captain Dalaran. These were the two people talking in the dialogue earlier. So let's go and talk to Malfurion. What do you got?
Nature, sir.
No matter the odds, we must stay strong. The suddenness of the Horde's attack gave citizens here little time to flee. Many are hiding in Lordanel, waiting for help. Locate these civilians and send them to safety. We're counting on you. Okay, pretty standard quests here so far. The Horde have invaded from the north. Help our forces push back the attack. I'll intercept the War Chief, which is Sylvanas, of course, and report to Commander Summermoon in my absence. So you see all these orcs around here. I'm probably gonna have to kill a bunch of these and save 8 civilians. So the cool thing about this is that, you know,
seeks to engage me, and I plan to give her what she wants.
I'm gonna have to learn how to wait until the voice acting stops before I start talking. I haven't streamed in a while, guys. You'll have to forgive me. But yeah, I really enjoy so far watching the event, the pre-expansion event. As I said in a video previously, you know, I never had the experience of watching what happens that changes the world before an expansion launches. So this is really, really fun. And I mean, it's been revealed a long time ago that, you know, the world tree is going to burn, and that's going to remain burning. And if players want to go back to a previous time in Darnassus where, you know, the war hasn't happened yet, there's going to be an NPC that you can click to toggle that old landscape back. So at least it's not like a permanent change. I believe Cataclysm was the one that really changed the landscape of the world for you know, permanently, which I think is pretty cool for an MMO to do. So yeah, I'm kind of liking how Blizzard does these things. I don't see a lot of players around. Well, there's one right there. I spoke too soon. Probably everybody. I'm playing on Sourfang Oceanic, so probably everybody in my shard. I mean, I'm sure it doesn't work that way. I would turn on War Mode, because I did that like earlier in the week, and that was actually pretty fun, doing some of the world quests. I mean, once you finish the story for chapter 1, you unlock world quests in Darkshore, and you know, you can turn on war mode, because a lot of the quests are, it's like a tug of war. In one area you're doing things to stop the Horde, in the other area the Horde's doing things at the same area, you know, just kind of contradicting what the Alliance is doing. So that actually makes for some really, really fun war mode PvP if you get in a group or you're doing the guild or whatever. So war mode will put you on a shard with other players in war mode. So for those that haven't played WoW in a long time, think of it this way: there's no such thing as PvP servers anymore. It's mostly PvE servers now. I think everything's now PvE server, but transitioning to playing PvP with other players just works seamlessly. So if you happen to turn on war mode back in your capital city of Stormwind or Orgrimmar, and unfortunately, if you are, you know, late to the party or whatever, or you're just missed prime time and everybody's just packed in one shard, you will go into like an overflow shard where, depending on the server, then whether your server is heavy on Alliance or Horde, it could be enjoyable for you or not. But usually on prime time, it's pretty even, which is quite fun. Okay, one more citizen and one more Horde. Oh boy. One of my friends messaged me, he's like, you gotta watch the Sylvanas Warbreaker video, the short that Blizzard put out. I'm like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to spoil anything yet. Let me play through the story before we do anything.
I'm glad you stand with us.
Okay, let's see. Rescue effort. You saved many lives. Thank you. You're welcome. Action this day. 2 of the Horde's strongest warriors have led a charge to try and capture our fleet. We cannot allow this. If they take our ships, they will use them to sail to Darnassus. Slay the 2 warriors leading the attack. Gormuk, Axefall, and Ragash Bloodwish. I don't recall them being prominent lieutenants or whatever. Having recently read a lot of WoW novels, it just didn't... Hey, come back here! I wasn't done with the other quest. Alright, I'll help you kill this guy. Anyway, in the meantime, audio all good, you guys? Audio, everything all good? Like I said, it's been a while since I streamed, so I'm just happy to be back. Where did you go? Stop fighting! I need to turn in that one quest I have. Damn it! Really? One could argue she's doing her job too well. Okay, let's see. Your aid is welcome, but I fear the Horde is relentless. Okay, yeah, we know that. They are the Horde. Alright, checking in chat real quick. Hassan says most players are on war mode. Yeah, I noticed that. Like, war mode is a real blast. One of these days before BFA, I'll probably stream on war mode as well. Which is really, really exciting. Because it's like the open world PvP that a lot of people wanted. Gromak. What does Gromak look like? Look at the minimap. I am in the general area. There we go. Gromak Axfall. I need to get close. As for class right now, I'm happy with my Paladin. I'm pretty happy that I boosted him. I like his playstyle. I think Rat Paladin, you know, for just casual deep PvE is, I don't know, it's pretty enjoyable for me. I've got no complaints. I mean, Warrior's pretty fast. My Fury Warrior that I leveled for months has been enjoyable. But Pallies for me are pretty decent. But it has a lot of downtime though. Like, once you've completed your set rotation, there's like a 3-second, 4-second waiting around, just waiting for everything to replenish, even though you have the holy holy power spent up. You can't really do anything for a while, so that's kind of annoying. But the thing is, now that I have most classes, oh well, not most classes, but I have a decent amount of classes, just looking at the difference in terms of WoW's classes mechanics, like the Death Knight is actually really fun. The most fun class that I've played so far though is the the Demon Hunter. Like, I did not expect that to be, yeah, I just thought like, oh, another class, whatever. But the mechanic for the Demon Hunter, absolutely a blast. I'll talk about that more later. We'll just turn this in. Have you heard from Malfurion? No, I have not. It's overrun. The Horde, they just don't relent. There's nothing we can do. We must find our Shando and ask for his guidance. He's the only one that can save us, and Shando's Malfurion. That's what the Night Owls refer to, the Archdruid. So let's go find Malfurion. And you know, from a lore perspective, like, I'm gonna get you like a touchy subject here for those that are watching, and probably for those that watch this on YouTube, you know. A lot of people are kind of questioning the narrative and the lore behind Battle for Azeroth in terms of, yeah, okay, we get that Azerite is important, we get that the Horde are really, you know, kind of greedy about that, but where did Sylvanas get this urge, this need to suddenly just go apeshits and, you know, just go out of her way to make sure she's wrecking death and destruction and chaos? I mean, the thing is, a lot of people think they have Sylvanas all figured out, you know. Oh, my health. The hell is wrong with my health? They think it's really, you know, black, like there's a gray area between Sylvanas, which actually I honestly think she's just the way she is. I mean, there's no road to redemption. Whatever Arthur did to her, you know, she can't feel. And one of the most rewarding things that happened to me was going back and reading all the WoW novels and everything. And I read War Crimes. Now, War Crimes came out sometime in 2012, which was after the Mists of Pandaria expansion. And in the War Crimes novel, Garrosh was put on trial because of all the atrocities he's committed. Like Theramore with Lady Jaina Proudmoore, who's also going to be related to this expansion. He's also done a, like, oh, whoa! Hang in there.
She faces Storm Rage alone. I must...
Oh.
Sour Fang!
An audience. Perfect. Stay still, Alliance dog. Watch me strike down one of your greatest heroes.
She's not gonna kill Malfurion.
A dishonorable blow. I regret it.
Regret nothing. You did well.
It was not my place to interfere.
My victory was inevitable. He was merely wasting my time. Finish him and be done with it. Take a moment if you like. Then take his head. Meet me at the World Tree.
You have led your horde in service of death. You will regret this day.
Malfurion!
No!
Tyrande.
You did not kill him, Orc. Why?
I struck without honor. I did not deserve to end him.
This entire war is without honor. How dare you spill so much innocent blood for nothing?
Not for nothing. We spill blood so that the Horde will endure.
Because you spared Malfurion, I will offer you a choice. Attempt to stop me from taking him away and die, or remain there kneeling in the dirt and live.
You have a choice as well. Take him to Darnassus and both of you will fall when we conquer it. Or flee somewhere far from here, so that you both survive.
This war is lost. Teldrassil will soon fall. Take my hippogriff to Darnassus. Ensure that the Horde's occupation is as tolerable as it can be. King Anduin gave me a hearthstone back to Stormwind. There I will tend my love's wounds, and help my people find respite from this madness.
Okay, let me just process what I just saw. Malfurion caught up with Sylvanas. Sylvanas kinda distracted him while Sourfang stabbed him from the back. I don't know if Malfurion's dead or not, but from what his wife Tyrande said, he's not dead, so they've gone back to Stormwind to heal him or whatever. Sourfang is one of the prominent he's kind of like the leader of the orcs right now, and he has a son that was kind of a hero. He kind of died in the Northrend campaign at the gates of Arthas' Keep. I forgot the name, but yeah. So, and he's one of the few people that opposes Garrosh and whatever. So he's kind of honorable. So he hit Malfurion from behind but didn't kill him, and that little exchange there was pretty interesting. But yeah, that's kind of interesting. I was not expecting that. Okay, all right, let's take this hippogriff and let's go to Darnassus. Sylvanas is heading there. Yeah, okay, so I cannot wait to play my Dark Knight after this, my Death Knight, sorry, and try and figure out the Horde perspective, because this... Oh.
Secure the beach. Prepare to invade the tree.
Why? Why? You've already won. Only innocents remain in the tree.
This is war.
No. This is hatred. Rage. Windrunner. You were defender of your people. Do you not remember?
I think I'm back live now. And I am fucking pissed off, man. We were in the middle of the cutscene and it was getting to the good part and the cutscene just stopped and I got booted out to the login screen. Oh my god, that is such a buzzkill. Thank god I've got like 2 other Alliance characters in the event that I missed the cutscene. But apparently the cutscene is also available externally. Let me just log back in to my Pally and see if I get a chance to relive that cutscene or not. But oh, that was such a goddamn buzzkill. So disappointed right in the middle of the good part. Oh man. The story leading up to the cutscene is kind of ruined on my Pally now. Damn it. I hear beach. Oh my god. I just fell and died out of nowhere. The hell was that? Things have changed though. I mean, I mean, we knew this was gonna happen. The tree was gonna burn, and that you'll see the effects of that. God. Oh well. Let me go back to my body and see what's up. I was right on the cusp of the shore over there. Damn it. I'm gonna have to try and get to my body, but it's right on the beach, so it should be easy to reach. That was kind of disappointing, wasn't it? But for those that wanted to watch that cutscene in full, that is on the Blizzard launcher, I believe. That is on their YouTube page, Warbringers. I actually disagree with Blizzard doing that. Since that is one of that's a pivotal scene that happens in game, why would you spoil that for the world that are probably not even playing the pre-event to to understand that? You just put out, at least with the Jaina one, which was I think 2 weeks ago, which was the short for Jaina. That one was just really out of the blue, and it gave some context as to where Jaina's been all this while, what's she doing, how is she feeling, and the song, Daughter of the Sea or whatever, fantastic. But Sylvanas one is right out of the game. So for those of you just coming back, I got DC'd in the middle of a cutscene that was so important to showing what's going to happen next, and I got DC'd. Story of my life. Now I don't know how to trigger the cutscene again, but I'll probably see it when I go and play the Horde character. But like I said, the good news is I have two other Alliance characters that are going to have to play through this thing, so. Hindering the Legion War Machine is my next quest. No, that's not it. Yeah, because I DC'd, I don't know where to pick up the quest from now. I'm lost. I'm just gonna fly around here, Lordranal, and see if there's anything for me here. If not, I'm gonna have to go to... Oh my, there we go. So you can probably see all the goblin... Okay, no, I thought they were firing on Darnassus. They're not. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to go to Darnassus and see what's up. Unbelievable. Where is the flight master? Flight Master is gone, y'all. I think I had to finish the cutscene to transport myself to Darnassus, and I missed that because I got DC. Son of a gun. Okay, here's what I can do then in order to get over there, because usually there's going to be a Flight Master. I'm going to try and fly across manually. I don't think that's going to work though, because the last time I tried flying across to Darnassus, I got the debuff saying that, you know, turn around now or whatever. And there's no other... Yeah, because Lordranal is under attack, so there's nothing I can do about that. The other thing I can do is, you know, go to another... I could go down there and then straight away take a flight all the way up there. Let me just try and fly manually. If this doesn't work, my next option is to jump onto my other Alliance character and do it all over again. That cutscene was supposed to port me to Darnassus. Oh, there we go. So I can't do it. So, what do you think, folks? I think I'm just gonna jump into my. My Demon Hunter and do it there. Do it on him. So 2 Alliance characters on one night. Why the hell not? And I will figure out my Paladin tomorrow. Like, how am I gonna get across? I'm sure I can just take another flight across or whatever. But that's it. Story's just fucked for me on my Paladin, which is a tragedy. A travesty, too. Oh well, what can you do? Okay, Alpha-Wrath. That's my demon hunter. Let's go. Round 2. I'm just gonna skip reading all the text. You guys saw that in the first part of the stream already.
For the Horde!
That sound. Could it be? Shondo, the Horde is approaching from the north.
The North? How did... Oh, they scaled the mountains of Felwood. Of course. The Wisps. They're growing disoriented. The wall is failing.
Horde forces are advancing upon Lordanel. Champion, to me!
Alright, so now at least I get to finish my thoughts that I was saying before I got rudely cut off by DC. Yeah, a lot of people are questioning Sylvanas this time around. Like, what the hell is wrong with her? You know, what's going on? Why is she driven by all this crap? Okay, let me just pick up all this stuff without reading this time so we can get to the cutscene again as fast as possible.
It's only a matter of time before
There is
the
much
Horde
to be
breaks
done.
through. They will
My
attack
people
us from
will
both
inherit.
sides.
But yeah, I don't know if for those of you, if you end up watching this from a story perspective, how do you feel about the Horde right now in terms of the story? I know a lot of people don't give a shit about story because it's such a, you know, it's just a means to an end. Everybody cares about more. I think the crowds and WoW, you know, raiding and endgame and all that content. But I consider the story really interesting, and I'm interested to know how the Horde feels about what their war chief is doing and the path that the Horde are going on, because this, you know, a lot of people are saying this is wanton death and destruction, not just fueled by Azreck, it's just fueled by, you know, basically a Garrosh 2.0 for those of you that are familiar with, you know, what Garrosh's been trying to do. But before I got caught off, I was talking about the war crimes novel that I read, trying to understand more of Garrosh's story. But the nice thing is, the war crime novel also give me at least an insight into Sylvanas as well, in terms of, hang on, let me just bring up the chat just in case. Hassan says the cutscene's on YouTube. Yeah, it should be on YouTube, and it should also be on the Blizzard launcher, the Battle.net launcher. I actually saw it there, but I didn't watch it there, just in case it was going to spoil anything. So that's why I am using another character to get to the cutscene. Call me old school, but I don't want to spoil it yet.
I'm out of range. I need to get closer.
Okay, but yeah, war crimes. So not only did I learn about Garrosh, but Sylvanas as well. There's a plot to murder Garrosh, who's on trial, and you know, it's because Sylvanas' sister, she's got two sisters, right? Illyria and oh, what's the other sister? Illyria, Windrunner, and yeah, the name's not coming to me right now. But yeah, Sylvanas was going to help the sister kill Garrosh, because Garrosh's mana bomb and Theramore kind of killed Ronan, who is at the time the leader of the Kirin Tor, and who was married to one of Sylvanas' sisters. So there's a lot of bad blood there, and the sister was set in stone to kill. And Sylvanas was happy because the sister also agreed to join Sylvanas in the Undercity and become something like her, you know, an undead banshee or whatever. But in the last minute, she kind of got cold feet and decided not to, because she's got two sons. And that really hurt Sylvanas to a point of no return, where, you know, she doesn't believe in family, she doesn't believe in love. And I think that's kind of driven her sort of down this hateful path or whatever. So she's got no family, she's got no friends, she's got nobody to rely on except herself and her Forsaken. And then when you read the Before the Storm novels, you actually see that, you know, she cares about her Forsaken, her people, more than anybody else, because that's all she's got. She can't trust family anymore. Until recently, though, Blizzard came out with there was a comic, like a comic strip, where Varisa, thank you, Hassan. Varisa, Ilaria, and Sylvanas went back to their home, and you know, just to discuss things and whatever, just to catch up, because after the Legion expansion, the two sisters found out that Illyria, who was gone with Turalyon fighting the Legion for, you know, since Outland, she's actually alive, so there was a fun little reunion. So that kind of cleared up some story, but there's no road to redemption for Sylvanas now. I really don't think so. So yeah, I'm curious to know what Horde players feel like, you know, when it comes to Sylvanas. Are you guys still gung-ho about following her and the Horde blindly into battle, just slaughtering innocents and all this? I mean, I don't care what you choose. I actually like the Horde now that I have a Horde character. Like, I mean, I like the Alliance more, but I don't really, you know, have that bias. It's just one faction. For those of you just joining, I've done this one time already, and I'm doing this a second time because I got DC'd. So I'm hoping that now I do not DC again. Okay, that showdown is coming up. I know what to expect. Malfurion's gonna get ambushed by Sylvanas and Sourfang here. I'm gonna pay attention to this and put the volume back up.
The war chief faces Storm Rage alone. I must...
Sourfang?
An audience. Perfect. Stay still, Alliance dog. Watch me strike down one of your greatest heroes.
Deja vu.
A dishonorable blow. I regret it.
Regret nothing. You did well.
It was not my place to interfere.
My victory was inevitable. He was merely wasting my time. Finish him and be done with it. Take a moment if you like. Then take his head. Meet me at the World Tree.
You have led your horde in service of death. You will regret this day.
Malfurion! No! You did not kill him, Orc. Why?
I struck without honor. I did not deserve to end him.
This entire war is without honor! How dare you spill so much innocent blood for nothing!
Not for nothing. We spill blood so that the Horde will endure.
Because you spared Malfurion, I will offer you a choice. Attempt to stop me from taking him away and die, or remain there kneeling in the dirt and live.
You have a choice as well. Take him to Darnassus and both of you will fall when we conquer it. Or flee somewhere far from here, so that you both survive.
This war is lost. Teldrassil will soon fall. Take my hippogriff to Darnassus. Ensure that the Horde's occupation is as tolerable as it can be. King Anduin gave me a hearthstone back to Stormwind. There I will tend my love's wounds and help my people find respite from this madness.
Okay, round 2, y'all. Cinematic. Please don't crash on me. Please don't DC. I really wanted to see the Warcraft 3 Sylvanas in there. I got excited because I actually got to look her in the eye. Okay, here we go.
Secure the beach. Prepare to invade the tree.
Why? Why? You've already won. Only innocents remain in the tree.
This is war.
No. This is hatred. Rage. Windrunner, you were defender of your people. Do you not remember?
I remember. A fool.
This is great. Getting to see Sylvanas in this light.
Run!
Oh, it's Arthas. Oh.
Don't grieve. You'll soon join your loved ones.
I grieve for you. You've made life your enemy. And that is a war you'll never win. You can kill us, but you cannot kill hope.
Can't I?
Burn it.
Oh, snap. Shit.
Burn it!
I was not expecting Sylvanas to be the one to burn the tree. Damn it, Elf, you should just shut up. You pissed her off and okay, now we know what Battle for Azeroth is. That's very straightforward. In my head for the past couple of weeks, I've been building up to this idea that there was a third party that burned the tree, and then we will put the blame on the Horde because none of us was there or whatever. Okay, I'll get to that in a sec. But this is Darnassus now burning, which is great because it immediately reflects what the hell just happened. But Sylvanas, man, damn it. You know what that means, right? That she's exactly like Garrosh in a certain way. Like I wasn't there for the destruction of Theramore. I understand how messed up he was, and when Thrall or Goel, whatever his name was, left, he didn't have direction, and Sylvanas, man, damn it. I have a Horde character now, and I was looking forward to getting to know her because I thought that her motivations and her character runs deeper than just pure hatred. But what that cutscene goes to show is that this is beyond just Azreck. It's not just Azreck, because you think that Sylvanas does things for strategy. She's planning a big coup for the Horde, and if anything, I thought she was gonna make the undead, the Forsaken, a faction of its own, separate from the Horde in the future. But now it doesn't appear to look like that. Blizzard has gone and painted a huge target on her back, and in a way, at least from the Alliance side now, they've just painted her as like the #1 villain. So here we are. Darnassus is burning. Alright, let's turn this in.
The kingdom is not a place.
Hey,
but a people.
it's Gen's daughter. The tree. Yeah, I know. I mean, I don't play a Night Elf. I don't play a Druid, so I don't really have a connection to Darnassus or anything. But I know this place is sacred and important. Hell, I didn't even quest in the zone when I was leveling my warriors. I've got no attachment whatsoever to Darnassus. Let me just turn down the volume a little bit. So let's pick up the pieces, shall we? Champion, I need your help. We must evacuate Darnassus before it burns to ash. Many of the city's structures have already caught fire. Douse the flames and rescue the trapped civilians within. Please, do all you can. We must save as many lives as possible.
The guilty will pay for their crimes.
Christ. See, now I'm motivated to... I still want to see... A player in chat just said, "Curse you, Sylvanas!" Yeah, in-game players are taking this hard. I still want to see the Horde side of the story, really. I think there's something that we're not exactly getting. It's also the same as Legion in a way, because, you know, when I first started Legion, when I was leveling, doing all these leveling streams, I only saw the perspective of the Alliance, where, you know, we all thought Sylvanas just abandoned King Varian and the Alliance that was attacking the Legion because she had, you know, an axe to grind or whatever, but that's not the case. Vol'jin got stabbed, and Vol'jin was the previous war chief. He got stabbed. They were getting overrun. Thrall was being a sissy, and they had to retreat. So Sylvanas made the call, and I actually prefer that Sylvanas calculated, a reason to do things.
I got a bad feeling.
In a moderate fashion. This Sylvanas really, it honestly feels like, now that I know a lot about Garrosh, it kind of reminds me of Garrosh, even though I wasn't a WoW player when Garrosh was doing his thing. I don't know, I hope this stream hasn't really spoiled anything for those of you watching that are WoW players. I mean, I'm streaming this, number one. If I don't do it tonight, I'll never do it, because my work schedule is really piling up, and the next time you'll probably see me. Oh! What? Flicker of Hope? Guys, my quest log, look at that. I've only saved 9 out of what, 1,000 citizens, and I've got 1 minute left to do it? You're kidding, right? God. Second DC tonight. Not sure if this is just me or just my internet. It's probably my internet saying, "Hey asshole, you haven't streamed in a long time. Here's some payback for, you know, no Twitch content." Unfortunately, okay, I'm back in here again. Darnassus is burning, but my quest is gone. I've lost the quest that I was on earlier, that I had earlier. That really sucks. I'm probably gonna have to send in a couple of tickets, really, to get this sorted out, because I don't know how to solve it. I was in the middle of a quest that was all about picking, saving people and throwing water on these fires, and that's gone now. There was a timer on it, so I don't know what happened to my timer. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to pick it up. From the ashes, return to King Anduin Rin in Stormwind Keep. Okay, it's telling me that I've already finished a quest, because the end reward here is Smoldering Rains of the Teldrassil Hippogriff, which is what they reward you for finishing this quest line. So now I just gotta take the portal to Stormwind, which is this thing here. But that's bullshit, man. I did not get to see what happened there. So I guess there's like kind of a death and destruction, and the design of the quest were sort of made to make you feel like, you know, everything is going against you. So yeah, that's sad. Well, I guess I'll do it then on my Demon Hunter. Let's go back to Stormwind and let's talk to King Anduin Rin. maybe there's going to be another cutscene or anything. But so far tonight has been absolute shit in terms of connectivity, trying to watch the cutscenes. This is the second character that I had to make to play through the chain, which is just sad. I couldn't complete that last quest, so that was sad. So let's just go grab the Hippogriff from Anduin, and let's see if there's anything else after that. As for the Darkshore Rule quests, I wonder if they'll still be there. Like, I'm looking at Darkshore now. Yep, it's still there. And the interesting thing is, last week for Chapter 1, there was only 4 world quests. But now they have added 1 more, so that's 5. The new one is there, Detonate, I think. No, that was an old one. But yeah, we've got 5 now. And this one is new, and this one is exactly the same quest that you would do. And it's interesting. I'm hovering over the new world quest here, and it's actually saying there's a requirement. Like if you have to be one of those races: human, dwarf, night elf, gnome, Draenei, worgen, Pandaren, void elf, lightforged, dark iron dwarves. It's listing all the races that can do that quest. So that's interesting. So that's the 5th world quest. As for rewards, I think I said this on my YouTube video. A lot of it is the same thing. It's the same armor, cosmetics. I already have the full set here for my Demon Hunter, so there's nothing new or exciting. But if you just got the basic 210 gear, you can try and get that Warforged or Titanforged, which will, you know, have a chance to take it to 215, 225. Yeah, I think 225 is the best at the moment. So I'm just going to turn out my volume up real quick to see if little Anduin here has anything interesting to say. For those of you just joining me, my internet is having a shitty day. I don't know if it's the game that's just booting me out, but I was in the middle of that quest in Darnassus trying to, you know, put out fires and save people, and I got DC'd again. I logged back in, the quest kind of disappeared, and it was replaced by this one, From the Ashes, which was rewarding me with a new mount, Reigns of the Teldrassil Hippogriff. This is the end. So I just missed out on the last quest, so I don't know if there's an end cutscene or whatever. I'm going to have to try and get my paladin sorted out, and I still have my warrior to play through, so in case I missed out on that. So I'm going to do that maybe in 2 days time when things are most stable.
For the Alliance above all.
Alright, what do you got, Anduin? From the Ashes. I am at a loss for words, Half-Wrath. So I guess we have told him what happened, or he already knows what happened in you know, Darnassus and Teldrassil, because Tyrande should be here trying to heal Malfurion. So let's go ahead and pick this up.
Never. You have shown courage and heart, champion. On this, one of the Alliance's darkest days. My whole life, I've prayed for peace in this world. But that dream can never be realized so long as Sylvanas Windrunner leads the Horde. She expects this atrocity to crush our spirits, shatter our unity. But this I vow. The Alliance will endure. And the Banshee Queen's insidious reign will be ended.
That's it? Nothing else? No fancy pre-expansion cinematic or anything? Well, I guess that's it. Let me check my bags. Yep, it's right there. Smoldering Reigns of the Hippogriff. I'm gonna put this on my bar and let's see what this looks like. Where are you? Right there. Let me just favorite this real quick. Let's drag it to the bar. Let's put it there. Well, let's go outside and check out this fancy Neo Alliance mount. I had a look at the Horde one. The Horde one looks awesome. It's got a bat. It's a bat. Oh, look at that. That actually looks pretty decent. It has purple colorings and everything, which makes me think that this will be great for my Void Elf. The Void Elves, for those that haven't seen it yet, the Heritage armor is like all purpley with the purple wings and everything. This one has a slight tint of purple in the armor and in the padding and heraldry and everything. It looks really, really cool. And the mount for the Void Elf, the one that comes when you unlock the class, doesn't fly. It's just a ground mount, so this will be a great addition, I suppose. But other than that, that is it. That is the end of Chapter 2, Burning of Teldrassil. We saw the cinematic there. That was the Warbringers for Sylvanas Windrunner. We saw why she burned the tree, because some dying night elves just, you know, triggered her and brought up the topic of, you know, hope. Lions will always have hope and will always fight back. And Sylvanas said, I'll just take it away. Here, let me just burn your tree. Kind of a lame excuse to go out, like, you know, starting off from just fighting over Azreck, then going into this let's just burn the tree since we're here, and because this one night elf pissed me off. Kind of crazy turn of narrative events for the war chief of the Horde. And based on what Anduin has said, let me just scroll up and see what he said there. He's always dreamt for peace, but that dream can never be realized as long as Sylvanas Windrunner leads the Horde. She expects this atrocity to crush our spirits, shatter our unity, but this I vow, the Alliance will endure, and the Banshee Queen's insidious reign will be ended. And usually when the Alliance, I don't know, based on history, when the Alliance says something like that, it usually happens. You know, you get one tyrannical maniac war chief going off the grid, and it's just a trend that continues. So now I guess it's Sylvanas' turn, which is kind of disappointing, really. Here's what my thoughts were. I was kind of thinking that Jaina was the one who would burn the tree. I know, sounds crazy, but I think in the past, I want to say 8 years, right? Ever since Theramore got mana bombed, all she's ever wanted was revenge. We saw it all the way up till maybe War Crimes in Pandaria, where Kaligos, which is her lover, kind of talked her out into being this really mental, crazy woman, but she ended up being that way again in Legion because she just couldn't understand how the Kirin Tor and how you know, Varian could again team up with the Horde after all the betrayals and all this stuff. So she's gone a bit cuckoo, Jaina. I think this is just my perception as someone that's new to WoW, that has recently been studying the lore and everything. So I was kind of hoping that Jaina would be the one who's like, okay, since the Alliance and the Horde are now fighting over Azreck, this is the best time for me to plant a seed to trick the Alliance to go all out and destroy the Horde. And that would paint Jaina in a very different picture, because is she doing the right thing? Is she not doing the right thing? It's evil in a way because, you know, she's the one who started the fire in Teldrassil, and that has kind of pushed the Alliance to go and fight the Horde or something. But yeah, that was just what I cooked up in my head. But apparently it's just Sylvanas. It's nothing fancy. I think Blizzard just, I don't know, they kind of got lazy with that. I was not whatever. So yeah, so far pretty interesting, the lead up to Battle for Azeroth. So I'm waiting to see how this all unfolds, how the Night Elf's gonna respond, whether Malfurion is gonna live or not, and then let's see what Anduin and the Alliance do in retaliation. That's also the trailer now. If you guys remember the reveal trailer for Battle for Azeroth, you saw Sylvanas and the Horde kind of defending Lordaeron, and we're probably going to march on that. I don't know when. Is it going to be at the start of the next expansion? Is it going to be soon? Or, you know, we'll have to wait and see. But so far, the story, I'm pretty satisfied, because I put in the effort over the last 2 weeks to catch up on everything Warcraft story-wise that happened since Warcraft 3 all the way up until now, the current expansion. So with everything that's fresh in my mind, this is easy to soak in and relate to, and I'm really enjoying that aspect. Besides all the gameplay stuff, and, you know, because that comes naturally with me in MMOs, but it's the story that I'm really enjoying right now. So for all of you watching, I don't know, those of you, I don't even know if you guys watching actually play WoW, so what are your thoughts for those of you that do play WoW? From what you've seen so far, and from my stream, you probably didn't see shit because I was DCing a lot, and I missed like 2 quests because of it. I really want to go and do my my Horde side, but if I DC again, and if I miss an important cutscene again or something, then that's just gonna ruin it, because that's the only Horde 110 I have. I don't have another Horde 110, so I think I will save that for another day, just to make. I'm sure there's a lot of people playing it right now that's kind of causing the servers to be unstable or whatever, or it's just my internet having a shit day. So I'll probably wait a couple of days and then I'll do it again on my 110 Death Knight. Other than that, let me just talk a little bit about what else I'm working on. I'm working on getting my Void Elf Priest. I've unlocked the allied races already. I've got the Light Forged Draenei, which is this one here. And I've also got the Void Elves, and the Void Elf is the one that I want to get first. because I've been having fun with the priest. This is my first caster type class that I'm leveling in WoW, and I've been jumping into dungeons, just doing a bit of healing, trying to get a feel for what healing in World of Warcraft is like. Having fun with it. Priest is kind of diverse in terms of the 2 specs that it has, the discipline and holy as well. Shadow's great, but I guess at later levels will get better, but right now I just prefer doing it in discipline. It just feels more fun for me, more versatile, and I can queue as DPS and heal, so having fun there. But until then, I'm still gonna try and grind out gear and do PvP on my main characters, my Pally and my Warrior, just kind of 2 my main right now. So I guess I'm gonna end the stream right here, guys, and I don't know. I really wanted to show off the Horde site too. Maybe I'll do Horde site tomorrow. So that's like a promise that I'm back streaming on Twitch regularly, hopefully. So I'll probably do Horde tomorrow at a better time, because I know it's like 1:40 in the morning and whatever, or at least for me. So I'll probably do Horde site tomorrow. Alliance site tonight. It's kind of crazy, honestly, what I've seen so far. Interesting, honestly. So I think now I'm probably gonna go and chill for a bit. I'm gonna go and see what people are saying about and their reaction to what just happened. I'm not in shock or anything, because if you understand Sylvanas and if you understand what she's able to do, like if you go and read the comic, there's the comics like the one that I said where she, Ilaria, and Varesa, they meet up together. At the very end of that comic, they were playing a game, like say 3 statements, 2 is going to be truth and 1's going to be like false, or something like that. No, 2's false and 1's truth, something like that. And Sylvanas one of them is I will never betray you, and that was the one where she lied. And she was going to kill her sisters at the end of that comic, not because she hated her sisters, not because she wanted to kill them out of spite or anger or whatever. She wanted to kill her sisters so they would become forsaken just like her, and then she would have them forever in Undercity, and the 3 of them could rule together, whatever, just bringing the family back together. That's the kind of mindset, and that's the sad life that Sylvanas is kind of surrounded in right now. So she's going through a lot of shit. So her burning the tree is... whatever. I'll wait and see what happens and what Sylvanas says in dialogue tomorrow when I play the Horde side. Anyway, check it in the chat before I go here. Hassan says a disc for life, Discipline Priest. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I'm going to play it some more. Right now, I'm just saving some gold so I can upgrade all my heirlooms on her to 110, because that's quite expensive. I think it total cost me about 80,000 gold or something to upgrade all my heirloom gear from 60 to 110. But yeah, I want to do that so I can get her up before BFA. Also, that circlet on fire thing that I'm wearing on her right now? Apparently it's like a rare thing. So I was doing this dungeon, I forgot the name of the dungeon, but when that thing dropped and the transmog drop, everybody in the party started going crazy. They were like, "Oh my god, congrats!" And one of them was like, "You lucky bastard!" And I'm like, "What is the deal? Why is the circlet so like a big deal? It's just like a head on fire." So I went on the forums and I did some research, and apparently this thing is super rare. Like people have farmed that dungeon like 200 times or whatever and did not get that to drop. My first dungeon on this character, and it dropped. So hey, whatever. Anyway, disc for life. Yeah, Hassan, I'm going to be playing more of the priest when I get her to 110. Tomorrow I'll be, like I said, I'll be back tomorrow. I'll do the Horde side of the story on my Death Knight, and I've still got my warrior to go as well. And we got Nabron in chat. Hey Nabron, he says looking forward to it. Awesome, you guys. So that's gonna be it for me. I'm really sorry that it's been a crappy sort of stream. I was, again, the 2 DCs right in the thick of things, one in the cutscene and the second one for the last quest. So for whatever reason, my internet's not steady tonight, so let's hope tomorrow's better. So thank you guys for hanging out. This has been fun. I'm going to go do something else while I wait for work to start, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow, right? So for those of you going to be jumping in later in WoW and going to play through this, enjoy yourselves. I will see you tomorrow. Jeremy Adrian here. Good night, y'all.